We'll save you guys on the wubs this time. We're just going to hop directly into the game. It's map number 2 for the WCS America 2015 qualifiers. This is a qualifying match. He's currently down 1 at the moment. We'll see if he can turn this around. In the top left corner of the map, ladies and gentlemen, we have My Insanity's Kane.
In the bottom right, as the red Terran, CM Storm's Polt.
Sorry that my camera pans were not super fancy.
Oh, it's okay.
Alright, Polt leads 1-0 at the moment, and he put a lot of really nice pressure on that last game. I really can't help but wonder if that game would have looked much different, if at all different, had Kane taken a different basis as 4th, but I still think the same amount of pressure would have come down the middle of the map as it did on the left side of the map. But the one thing we really didn't see out of Polt at all was, like, there was no sick multitasking. There was no amazing drop that killed Kane in the main while he took pressure on that 4th. I mean, that was all just this one consolidated push.
Well, the 21 drones dying would really seal the deal for me, because there wasn't any like build to like help that. There wasn't fast mutas to maybe return the damage. It was literally just, I'm behind in a regular game with a regular push, and I'm just gonna keep getting behind. So,
well, this one kind of sucks because he gets the spawn. Kane, that is, gets the spawn locations that really doesn't favor 3rds. We saw him struggle with a 4th. I think we'll see the same struggles with a 3rd. So this may actually prompt him to play a little bit more all in. Should that be the case? And Polt's going to be very aware of this coming into the game. So we see a Reaper opening. He's going to get a lot of scouting information. Last game we didn't even have the Reaper. He just went straight to the Hellions as quick as he could.
oh, okay. So Kane is going to get a gas here. Did he get it just delayed, or was it like super delayed? I don't remember.
For what you mean last game or this game?
Yeah, last game.
Last game I think he had a gas at a really nice timing. I don't know if he was expecting Reapers or not, but he didn't rush it out.
Okay, maybe I just missed the exact timing, because you were like talking about how like, why are these gases so late? Oh, it's not for 2-base Reaper or 2-base Muta.
Oh, I was just making the joke because we'd seen so much impact on the channel lately.
Yeah. Well, all right then, because I remember, of course, he got speed last game. Just
well, his first gas game at the natural was the difference, I guess, if that's what you mean. Like his gas in the main this time is definitely faster. Sorry,
that's very important.
So I wasn't sure you were asking.
Just if you had like because like there's been a couple of cases where like the speed won't finish at 6 minutes, even though they got not a 5-minute double gas. You know, it's kind of like the in between.
Yeah.
Or 6-minute speed, whatever that is. But anyways, so I think this is the case though. This will not finish at 6 minutes. So I was right. It is a little bit delayed, just a little. Okay, just throwing it out there. But
yo, here's a bridge
matter.
zombie grub. Can you just get over this? Like.
Yeah. No, we can't. God, no. But it doesn't mean that the Reaper won't have to leave quite as early. Not that you ever really want to, precisely time that out if you want the Reaper to live anyways.
I think even the best Terran players, they ballpark 6 minutes. They're like, okay, it's about that time. Get out. The nice thing about this map, though, is there is that way to get back in, even if you get chased out of the main with speed. Hopefully it doesn't lose this too early. Because again, for Polt's sake, whether he goes with Hellion Banshee or whatever the case may be, like this Reaper is going to be really important to scout to see, does Kane take a 3rd? Does he see the drone leave the base and actually stretch for it? There's a pretty good chance Kane very well may try and take the gold as his 3rd, but I mean, more likely than not, we see the safer play over here. But I feel also more likely than not, we always see these rocks cause a lot of death because they're barely not dead by the time the Terran push comes.
Okay, 2-base lair for Kane. I like this choice a lot. It still goes into a macro game with, well, most of the time, I should say. Sometimes you do have a very intentional swell of lings and banelings that just pretty much wait outside of, the Terran's base, and the mutas kind of bait them out without medevacs. And that's always awesome to see. But just 2-base mutas in general, just the faster mutas, I think the better. And hopefully we'll be able to not take a bunch of Hellion damage this game.
Yeah, that did get a little out of hand last time, but Cloak is actually coming up for the Banshee this time. We might see cancel again, we might not, but with the Spine Collar down, Kane ensures that this won't go too crazy, hopefully. And with the links on creep, he'll at least be able to have that speed to catch them. But Reaper goes towards the main. He sees the layer timing. Really nice scout over there. Whether he realizes this is possibly 2-base mutas or not, that's going to be up to Polt as far as what he reads. He didn't see the gases of the natural, actually.
Yeah, so it's possible he's still reading, well, It's possible he's still guessing that, you know, it could either be roaches or Spire. But we'll see how he reacts. He's still going to invest into Cloak and the Banshees, so...
Ooh, first queen getting low.
She is not going to die, really? Oh.
Almost gets a surround on that ramp, picks up one of the Hellies. Not too bad of a start. It's a little overzealous though with the queens. He needs these for the Banshee.
You were alive and then you died. Does he have a Spore Crawler? Uh-oh.
No. But he does have a lair, so an Overseer is not out of the question. But this will get a little bit messy.
Only with 2 queens, they can't cover a whole lot, and if this one dies, then the second Banshee's really gonna reign supreme. Like, Kane needs to remake these, and plus they're just, you know, the queens. It's creep tumors and larva injects and money.
Well, people were asking about the bets. Polt's sitting on 37,000 Partoofs right now, but Kane's not too bad off. He's got about 15,000 on him as well, so bit of hope for our Zerg. I don't know, hopeful. I didn't want to use that word twice.
Some hope for our Zerg hope.
Pretty much, like, oops. Literally.
Say with authority and it'll sound good anyways.
Yes. Hope for our hope. Root for root. I don't know.
So these Banshees should die soon. The mutas are on their way, but there's only 3. I guess he ran out of larva. Is that what happened?
Yeah, by the looks of it. I guess with the queens being pulled off like that, there weren't a lot of injects going on behind this, but these will finally get cleaned up.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it sucks that the,
Oh, the Hellions move in, though. Oh, the Lynx went across the map. There's nothing here to stop this for Kane! Yeah, he does catch a couple of the Hellions, but drones are still going to die for this. 8 go down immediately, 10 in total. The Banshee's driven off.
Not as bad, but of course you gotta consider there's no third base either, so is it equivalent? I'm not sure. Well, this is what I was talking about. You know, the Marines go and they want to take care of the overload at the third base, so they go out without a lot of Marines and medevacs. And that's when you can get this around.
This is, okay, this would be an interesting bust. I don't know if he's got enough to follow through with this, though. Like, after he actually busts the wall.
Yeah, if he has to bust, I'm not sure how else he's going to go. And he does have to. He doesn't get 2 Marines outside of the wall.
Yeah, Muto's still hung up there on the depot. Pulling more Banelings, though. He's got to connect to those Marines. Keep these Mulos alive. A small amount of Mulos can do God's work as they regenerate quickly. One of my shots going off. STV's clumped up in the middle as he doesn't want to go right. He knows the Banelings are there. Polt's, he's panicking a little bit. But looks like he takes very minimal damage from this. However, more links are here.
Missile turret. Missile turret. Alive status,
This is an alive missile turret. Oh, he creeps up the third at the same time. Polt can't land this to get a bunch of sick mules going behind this. This is a really cool move out of Kane. He does kill a lot of SCVs for this. 12 for 12 in total for workers. Count like, oh, actually, he's going to get a lot of depots. This is every Terran player's nightmare when you get supply blocks around this sort of situation. But is this enough to follow through? Kane has started droning. He took a third behind this, but I don't know if this is enough to guarantee him safety on that third. I really like the creep spread, though, blocking out Polt's third. That was a huge deal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the mutant is being able to get on that SCV line, whereas usually a turret would be there, is also something that just doesn't sometimes happen, and that was kind of a freebie for Kane there. Love the way that he followed that up. I really do. How we play out this game despite losing those drones. This is a good start to coming back in the game. It gives you a little bit of control, too, to get a third base. I still don't know how easy it is to hold a gold, however.
What is this Queen doing out here? Thank God she's out here, though. She picks off a Banshee. What in the hell?
That, Flo missed that, but you caught that. All right, I'm just saying. Better observer.
Are you watching their stream instead of what?
I told you I had this ultra super like cool pro. You think I was not gonna watch that?
Sorry, you're watching her observe. I thought you had their stream open or something. I'm like,
what?
Oh, but I guess there's a 3-minute delay, so that wouldn't work anyways, or 5 minutes or whatever. So, whatever. Okay, so that was a weird-ass queen to have out in the middle of nowhere, but for Kane it does kill a Banshee. Quite frankly, 1 queen for a Banshee is worth the trade if you can pull it off.
A ton of mutas went down too. I know you caught that, but all the Widow Mines went off basically on 1 muta each, but that still is 4 mutas down, I think. 4 or 5 something. Does, you know, he has a couple of more that floated back in there, so he's still at 12. Not bad.
I like that Kane has the third of the gold, but this is going to be so much more difficult to hold on to.
I don't know if he'll be able to. His upgrades are going to be worse as well. One's just finishing up.
Speed's so close for those Banelings.
He'll be okay. He still has to clear up creep.
Yeah, loses a couple overlords on the way. We did have the Banshee gone back in the main, but it should be dealt with. More drones are going to die while this happens. Medevac boosting towards the main though. Kane's not ready for this. Mules are here, but they're gonna leave just.
Oh, over to the right!
He sees it. He sees it with the circling. He turns around. Kane's quick to react. He knows what's going on. He'll pick off this drop and keep this from getting too much done. Polt. Oh, this is the full medevac.
I don't know about picking that up. That would
yeah, I think you
better otherwise.
Yeah, maybe pick off a Marine. I don't know, but middle of the map, we got a bit of crease right going. Kane's still not looking for that fourth. He does get a couple of Zerglings across the map. Didn't kill too much, but it's surrounded in the middle. Oh, yo, all these little moves.
Okay.
All these little moves from Kane are really getting him back into this. He's actually got a bit of an army supply lead at the moment. His drone count's ahead. I mean, okay, he doesn't have a fourth like we'd expect a Zerg to, but he's got a gold base, and that's going to work out fantastically. I guess this is the awkward Widowmine here in the middle of the map, but... Mules catch all the fresh mules out of Polt! Oh, that's going to sting! Okay, it's one. I take that back. A little overhyped. I thought they were going to die. Seriously, Glaive Worm is really cool, but...
Well, I love that Kane with that attack. It was just enough to get him back and actually in a very good position as well. So feeling confident about this game for Kane. He finally has that strong basis, you know, early mid game, and now we get to see Mutas hopefully throw Polt off of his game. You know, upgrades are going to be good, but Muta counterattacks are maybe better.
Yeah, Kane actually finds a sweet spot. I guess that alive missile turret was killed, so she has free range to get in here and kill more SCVs. The Widowmines are going to burrow, but not before Kane picks him off. Oh, this is really good. He's in a sweet spot. Middle of the map's also engaged a couple of the Mutalists, but Kane, I think, has enough Banelings to hold off this advance. We'll see if that's the case. He's on top of production. He's on top of fresh medevacs. SCVs will continue to die behind this. Polt's going for the attack. Kane catches them in the map. Widowmines don't get a chance to burrow. He takes them out so quickly. Again, this awkward queen. Kane, so many awkward queens this game. I don't know. Bailey's going to roll on top of the Marines. Forces a pickup. Polt's not... He's actually going to use the terrain, I guess, against Kane. There's another drop on the left side, but Kane's on top of this with Zerglings. Natural base straight up dies. Kane's got a drone over here. Manor hatchery, maybe? Oh, there's more drones. They're still got the Widowmine hits. Is this on purpose or accident? I don't know. Good game. Kane will tie up the series 1-1.